Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming to this press conference. We've hosted many press conferences in this room. This might be maybe the best attended, Kevin, I'm not sure. But it's pretty exciting to have so many people out today. My name's Tim Shipton, Senior Vice President with Oilers Entertainment Group. We'll be your MC for this very exciting announcement today. To kick it off, I would like to start by thanking our partners at Hockey Canada. Hockey Canada has been there every step of the way in this journey with the Hlinka tournament. I'm very, very pleased to see great attendance from Hockey Canada. Of course, my colleagues from Oilers Entertainment Group here today. I see our CEO, Bob Nicholson, at the back, one of the pillars as well of bringing this tournament from Europe to Canada. Very exciting. We've got representatives from Red Deer. I see Merrick Sutter. Thank you to the Rebels in the city of Red Deer for an outstanding partnership in this tournament. Couldn't do it without you, Merrick and Red Deer, so thank you so much for being here. City of Edmonton as well. We have a great roster of speakers, so we're going to talk about some of the news today as we march closer to hosting the 2018 version of the Hlinka Gretzky Cup. Here in Edmonton, we have Mr. Kevin Lowe, Vice Chair, Oilers Entertainment Group, Mr. Al Coates, who is our Tournament Executive Director for the Hlinka Gretzky Cup with Hockey Canada. Very excited to have Evan Bouchard, our freshly minted Oilers prospect from the draft over the weekend, Kailer Yamamoto from the draft of 2017. We have some soon-to-be teammates, we're sure. Tyler Benson, 2015 Hlinka alumni for Team Canada. Ostap Safin of the gold-winning Czech team of 2016, and Dmitry Samorukov of the Russian team of 16. Thanks, guys, for being here. Really appreciate it. We also very pleased to have representatives from Dodge. You see these beautiful Ram trucks out here. Thanks to Dodge for coming on as presenting sponsor of the tournament. Couldn't do it without Dodge and our great partners, so thank you. We've got an inanimate object that I'm going to introduce in the middle of the stage, and that is the Hlinka Gretzky Cup Trophy. Absolutely gorgeous trophy sitting there, and very excited to have unveiled it earlier today, and we'll be taking some pictures. With that, we've got some friends here from Enoch Cree Nation, some hockey players up here with their, some wearing Enoch jerseys, some in Hlinka Gretzky Cup jerseys. I'm sure you kids are devastated that you can't be at school today to come out to this press conference, but in any event, we appreciate. We talked to your teachers. They're just going to tack on an extra day, so you guys get to go to school next week. But I'm joking, but it's great to see you guys out. And really, this Hlinka tournament is about the future of hockey with these prospects, and it's great to see some young hockey players out to help celebrate this. And that trophy, I remember a group of us were in the Czech Republic last year as we were working on the final details to bring the trophy over, and I remember the excitement on the Canadian players' faces as they won that very hard-fought tournament, and can't wait to see whatever nation is successful in winning the 2018 tournament. So without further ado, we're going to jump into this thing. I'm going to introduce Mr. Kevin Lowe to kick off with some comments on behalf of Oilers Entertainment Group. Kevin?
Thank you, Tim, and welcome everybody. I'll be brief, but give you a little bit of background on this event. At OEG, we're so excited to host this. It is a world-class event, and the hopes is that it'll become that much more of a world-class event. But this event really is all of Bob Nicholson's vision. Bob's days with Hockey Canada, of course, are well documented, the successes he had, and he jokingly referred to, but somewhat serious when he said when they first started the World Juniors and said they were going to play a tournament at Christmas time and have the world come, everybody thought that was a foolish idea that would never be successful. And not to put any pressure on the Hlinka Gretzky event in the coming years, here in North America. But it's a wonderful event. It has the best players in the world. It is the kickoff to the NHL scouting season, which is amazing. And I guess the sad thing up to now, but we're going to change that, is that North Americans didn't know very much about the Hlinka event. It is now the Hlinka Gretzky event, and of course, asking Wayne Gretzky to share his name with Ivan Hlinka on the cup. He was so pleased, and Wayne referred to how important this event is. He didn't have the luxury of playing in it because the event didn't exist when he was a young guy, but I'm sure he would have started in it like these young fellas here. But the event is a cooperative endeavor with Hockey Canada, of course, leaders of hockey in this country, and both the Czech and Slovakian Ice Hockey Federations. And without the cooperation of those four entities, championed by Bob, this would never have happened. So we're really pleased to kick this day off. Al and I and some of the members of Hockey Canada have been doing the media tour this morning, and it's really exciting to talk about hockey. You think it's a little bit strange to have hockey in August, but from an NHL's perspective, it really is the kickoff to the next season. We'll have, besides many hockey fans, there'll be over 300 scouts here and 31 general managers, I suspect. And it's an opportunity for them to see the best in class for the following draft years. As Tim touched on, 77 players in this past draft played in the Hlinka last year in August. So it's easy to say, or safe to say, that at least half the players playing here in August in Red Deer and here at Edmonton will be drafted next summer in the 2019 draft. So, but besides that, the level of hockey is phenomenal. The entertainment's phenomenal. Fortunately enough, Canada's won many years, and we're hoping to keep that. The Czech Republic managed to break Canada's streak, and I don't want to say that we have a monopoly on this, and I don't want to put any pressure on Canada having to win in Canada, but we certainly hope that'll be the case. Anytime young Canadians put on the maple leaf, it's always really exciting to watch, especially in the hockey world. So we look forward to everyone coming out and seeing this wonderful event in August, and hope that, lastly, I'll say that this is not a one-time only event, that OEG and Hockey Canada are hosting this event every other year for at least the next 6 years, but we hope to have that continue on for many years to come. And along with the event is a hockey summit. There'll be lots of the Western Hockey Leagues coming here, their coaches, their general managers, the IIHF are hosting meetings here. So OEG would really like to turn this into, call it a hockey jamboree in August of every other year. And no place better to host it than this great city, of course. And with Ice District on the horizon, it'll be another opportunity for the city of Edmonton to host many people from around the world and show them what we have here in Edmonton. So again, thank you for coming out here today, and look forward to seeing everybody in August at the Hlinka Gretzky Cup.
Thanks, Kevin. Thanks a lot, Kevin. Thank you for that. I just think about a hockey tournament in August here at Rogers Place, and when else are you going to get to watch hockey of this caliber wearing shorts, right? So that's a sales point. We're going to get that in the material. I'd like to be in shorts at this press conference. A little warm in here, but in any event. Next up, I'm going to introduce Mr. Al Coates, Executive Director of the Hlinka Gretzky Tournament, as I talked about. Earlier today, Team Canada introduced its camp roster, and Al's going to talk a little bit about that and a little bit about the tournament as well. Al?
Thank you, Tim. I got to put this microphone way up. Anyways, thanks, Bob, for finding one more way to give me a job through Hockey Canada or Oilers or somewhere. It's interesting. Thanks also to Chrysler and Dodge Ram for being our presenting sponsor for this event. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, boys and girls in attendance here today. So what is the Hlinka Gretzky Cup? Kevin touched on a lot of this stuff already. Clearly the best on best hockey in the world right now, with the NHL players not participating in the Olympics, at least not right now. And quite often some of your best junior players who would be playing in World Juniors for various countries are already have settled themselves into the National Hockey League. We can truly say that this is the best on best hockey tournament anywhere in the world as we stand here right now. I think when you consider the history of this event and you talk about players' names very familiar to everybody, the Ovechkins, the Crosbys, the Stamkoses, Nugent Hopkins here, Darnell Nurse, Larson, et cetera, and Brandon Sutter just down the road playing for Vancouver. I hope it gives you the indication of what this tournament is really all about. That's the main thing. Kevin mentioned there would be 300 plus scouts here. The reason that they're here, obviously, is because of next year's draft, 2019. This past weekend in Dallas, and I'm sure everybody was glued to their television sets because you'd want to know what the Oilers were going to do in the draft, and did a great job, by the way, if in my humble hockey opinion, is that you had last weekend in the first round alone in Dallas, 19 of the 31 players that were taken in the first round were Hlinka grads from 2017. There were a total of 77 players taken in the draft last weekend in rounds 1 through 7 that were Hlinka grads. That's almost over 2 rounds of the entire draft when you think about it that way. 77 players, 7 rounds of the draft, 31 picks per round is over 2 full rounds. So again, we're just trying to get across the importance of the tournament. On the Canadian team alone, there were 18 out of the 22 players who played in the Hlinka tournament last year that were drafted somewhere in the draft in Dallas last weekend. So I hope you get the picture of the importance of this. As Kevin talked about, the amount of scouts that are here, every general manager in the National Hockey League will be here. This is really where this tournament, and the reason for the amount of hockey people that are here to watch this tournament and see every single move that players make. And these 5 guys sitting over here up and down know exactly what I'm talking about, is because it was their job to separate themselves from other players when they played in this draft. It was their job. That's what NHL general managers are looking for. That's what NHL scouts are looking for. And you're looking at the future and the building blocks for future NHL hockey clubs. That's why they're here, and that's why they will be both in Red Deer and here at Rogers Place in Edmonton for the full extent of the tournament. So it's kind of it in a nutshell for me. I already mentioned Dodge Ram. Thank you. Once again, thanks to OEG. We have a great partner, by the way, with the city of Red Deer and the Red Deer Rebels. The B Pool is in the brand new service arena in Red Deer, downtown on the old site of the old Red Deer Arena. We're actually going to play what you and I call exhibition games, but in the international terminology, they're called pre-competition games in Penhold and Lacombe and Sylvan Lake, and of course in Red Deer. So that's August the 4th, 3 games in the afternoon. There's a game at night in Service Arena with Canada. Canada comes here, plays Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday in the round robin portion. Thursday's a day off. Everybody from Red Deer comes to Edmonton, and the semis are on Friday, and the bronze gold medal games are right here in this beautiful arena on Saturday. So always funny being in the hockey business for a long time, 35, 40 years. You get into these conversations all the time about, said, had it been me, I would have taken this guy. So my thinking is this is everybody's opportunity, quite frankly, to be a scout for a week and put your scouting hat on. As I said earlier, players will separate themselves from one another here in this tournament, and you're going to find that if 77 players went this year, over 2/3 of the players in the draft in Dallas last weekend played in this tournament a year ago, you're going to have the exact same percentage, if not higher, of the players participating in this tournament this year in 2018 that are going to be drafted in 2019. So that is the magnitude of the tournament from a hockey perspective. And from an entertainment perspective, the players know they haven't grown up necessarily to be buddy-buddy with somebody else on the team. It's their time to shine. They have an opportunity to sell themselves on the ice to National Hockey League general managers, directors of player personnel, and chief scouts. That's what this is all about. In the meantime, from a fan's perspective, you get an unbelievable brand of entertainment. Unbelievable brand. Fast, competitive, and these guys who played in it, they know. So we're really looking forward to this. I think our crowds are going to be great in both Red Deer, the pre-comp sites, and here at Rogers Place in Edmonton. So we're really looking forward to getting this kicked off. Year one of a long-term relationship with our great friends in the Czech Republic and Slovakia. So thanks very much, everybody, for being here, and I'll turn it back to Tim. Thanks, Tim.
Thanks, Al. It's now my pleasure to turn it over to a couple of alumni, guys who actually played in the tournament. Really appreciate the coming out, participating in our development camp right now. We've got, as we talked about, Evan Bouchard, our 10th overall pick. Just extremely delighted to formally welcome Evan to Edmonton. And of course, Kailer Yamamoto as well. It's great to see you back in town, Kailer, and excited about both these guys' future. So I'm going to start with Evan. Maybe just talk a little bit about your experience. It's been a whirlwind, I know, probably the last 72 hours, but going back to the 16 Hlinka, and maybe just talk about the tournament from a player's perspective.
Yeah, as a player's perspective, I think it's probably one of the top-notch tournaments there are. The way it's run, the staff, and everyone involved in the thing, they make it top-notch. And you know, it's the tournament, so you can't afford to take games off. So, like they said, players are, you know, standing out because it is coming into their draft year. So, you know, it's good to see all the talent around the world. You never really get to see the players that you play against around the world that are ranked. So, you know, just being around the tournament and putting on the Canadian jersey, it's always special. And I think it's really a stepping stone in your career. And I think this tournament's really helped me develop as a player.
Thank you so much, Evan. To you, Kailer, you were in the 2015 Hlinka tournament. You were, in fact, leading scorer of that tournament, playing on Team USA. Maybe just talk a little bit about your experience.
Yeah, you know, it's an unbelievable tournament. You know, being able to play against the best players throughout the world, and never really get to see them. And you know, this is one of the first tournaments I ever got to see. You know, all those promising players, and you know, being able to lead the tournament, you know, was really special. Couldn't have done it without my teammates. You meet a lot of teammates, and you know, a lot of good friends, you know, that I'm still really good friends with. So it was a lot of fun, and you know, this tournament really helped me, I think, evolve my game, and you know, help me take it to the next level. And I don't think I would be here without that tournament.
Thanks, Kailer. Not to put you on the spot, but who out of you five had the best tournament in Hlinka? Kind of sounds like you might have.
Maybe, but you know, I'm not sure. Could be Osaf Safin. He won a gold, and you know, that's what you're ultimately there for.
Yeah, he did. Thank you so much, guys. Just a little bit of information. One of the reasons why we're here today as well is to talk about tickets, of course. We want this building rocking, and we want Red Deer rocking as well. So today we announced individual game tickets starting at only $20 go on sale Thursday, July 5th at 10 a.m. Along with single game tickets, Oilers Entertainment Group's offering several very exciting ticket packages for fans at Rogers Place, including a 10-game pack, 7-game pack, and a Canada pack. So for more information on tickets or to purchase, please visit rogersplace.com/HG Cup, Hlinka Gretzky Cup, HG Cup.